Hello, WiLLo Davis. How's it going? So, it is now March. It's March 3rd as I am recording this. We still have a few more weeks till spring, so it's the end of winter. And, for various reasons, a lot of people are probably going to be spending a little more time inside over the next few weeks as certain world events occur. But anyway, I thought I would take this time to do a little about me, a little chit chat, and this is gonna be the things that I have been watching / playing for entertainment in the recent weeks, month, whatever. There's a lot more media consumption and a lot less going to the mall right now, probably. So anyway, I wanted to split this up we'll split it into 3 different parts, and that'll be stuff on cable / subscription services. YouTube will be its own category, and then games I've been playing. And of course, we can discuss our shared interests down in the comments, and you can leave some of your suggestions for everybody of what you've been into. But as far as cable and subscription stuff goes, I really don't consume much of it on my own. I don't even have a cable box in my room, and my TV has not been hooked up for a good long while since I moved my computer around. I've just been doing Xbox and computer stuff over here on my monitor, and the TV's just been doing nothing, which it never really did anything because I have my Xbox. Now my Xbox plugged in the monitor, but now I'm digressing like I do every video. So anyway, any stuff that I watch that's like cable or subscription service is usually with Jamie, and she has some good ideas for what to watch. And even, if it's something I don't think I'll be into at first, just like having it be on, you kind of get a little invested in it. So the first thing that comes to mind, because we just watched it last night, is The Bachelor, believe it or not, with Pilot Pete, and they're down to the last 2 girls on that, and it's a disgusting show to me. It doesn't make any sense, but still for the entertainment value, very interesting. It seems very fake, a lot of the conversations, but that's just reality TV for you. But still, regardless of all that, it's entertaining. I mean, people watch WWE, right? I won't give any spoilers, obviously, if you're still catching up. Sorry about that, I didn't say at the beginning. But anyway, I'm glad it's down to the last 2, because literally up until last week, I was still going wait, I'm sorry, which one was she? She was the one who did what? But anyway, yeah, it's a nice thing to have on. And, sometimes I'll play a casual game on my Switch while we're watching, especially between commercials or whatever. Hey, we'll get into those games in a little bit. And then right after The Bachelor is on, I'm assuming it comes on right after, but I think, unless we just watch it off of a on-demand thing or something. No, I think it's on right after. Spy Games on Bravo. I don't know if you know that one, but one of the contestants is Christina Randall, who Jamie's a big fan of. She's a YouTuber. That's the entire reason why we started tuning in. And it's been entertaining, and it's getting down to the end there, too, so I think next week is the finale on that, so that's pretty exciting. Basically, they have a bunch of people. It's classic, everyone goes in a house, there's a bunch of contestants on this thing, and it's they have to compete as spies, but they're not spies, they're just regular people, and they're just trying to learn how to be spies or whatever, so they have these little games for them to play, these competitions and stuff, and that's getting down to the end, so I'm looking forward to that. Has anyone been watching that, and did you start watching just because it looked interesting, or do you also know of Christina Randall and just wanted to tune in for her? And those are the reality things that I've at least been tuning into. Jamie's been watching more Love is Blind and something else, I forget what. Oh, it was something where there's couples, you have to the people couple up, and then they compete for best couple or whatever. I think we just finished that one. But other than that, on Hulu, we've been watching This Is Us. Please no spoilers. We're just not done. We're not caught up yet. And that has been very entertaining. What a roller coaster. My God. Really well done show. And I'm glad that I have Jamie watching the same things to motivate me to watch it, because I and I truly give up on everything. I think I got like 3.5 seasons into Breaking Bad and just stopped cold. I was just like, I'm not interested anymore. Done. I think I watched 1 season of Dexter, and then I was just like, I just don't feel like starting another one. And I don't care. I have no remorse. I went and did other things with my life. Probably played some games I wanted to play. And I just have no desire to like finish any of those series. I've never like really finished any series before. And that's it for like stuff that like we gotta watch. You know, we'll tune into some TLC garbage once in a while, but yeah, that's the stuff where it's like, okay, we need to catch up on this or watch this because it's on tonight or whatever. And by the way, I don't watch too many movies, so I didn't bother making it its own category or anything. But honorable mention, last Saturday, I saw Onward. Jamie and I saw an advanced screening of it. Oh my god, it must be the best Pixar movie I've ever seen. It was so good. I believe everyone was just profusely crying in the theater. It was so good. Wow, you have to go see it. I think it's officially out on the 6th, but the night before, I think it's Thursday, the 5th, there's probably a couple of showings of it. They always do that, like the night before the actual release, you can actually go see it. So I highly recommend you go see Onward. It was so good. Truly very good. We're thinking about going to see it again when it's actually out. And they gave me I don't feel like getting up and going to get the pin. They gave me a commemorative pin of the two brothers for going to the advanced screening. Oh my god. Please go see Onward. Now, on to YouTube. And I'll just go to if you go like over to your subscriptions thing on the side, it kind of shows what you've been watching the most lately. So I'll just go down the list here. And this is not like number 1, number 2, whatever. This is kind of like, this is not like a tiered list. This is just a grouping of what I've been watching most. Arlo, the blue fuzzy guy, he talks about video games and just kind of, you know, updates on new games coming out and his reviews of games. And he's most popular for the Nintendo stuff that he talks about. He actually recently posted a video talking about memes about him, and the thumbnail is a picture that I edited and just like sent as a reply to a tweet to him. It was a picture, someone made a picture of him and like just like an edit of a Cookie Monster body of what they assumed Arlo would look like, because he's kind of just like a blue puppet dude. And I took that and just made him look totally ripped, and then that is now the thumbnail for his video. Which is a very interesting turn of events. But anyway, love Arlo. Linus Tech Tips. They're a very popular channel. They just talk about tech news, a lot of gaming stuff, mostly PCs, computer building, stuff like that. I don't know how I got into it, but I've just found it very interesting. And they have many different like spin-off channels too. I watch all of them. Next, Scott the Woz, who recently started uploading videos again after a little break. He just kind of does a lot of retro games and stuff and just like concepts, and it's really cool because he goes really deep, like about like the history of something. Like if he's talking about like the Sonic series, he'll go back and show like advertisements for like the Sega Genesis and stuff from the time it came out, and like, you know, talk about how he'll rank like the ports of the old games and like how good like certain publishers or whatever did it. Next, Wolf Den. Are you seeing a theme here? I guess it's technically two brothers, but I really only watch the gaming stuff with Bob Wolf. I'm really not interested in the comic book stuff they do at all. I'm sorry. But I like seeing Bob Wolf's reviews of... He does a lot of different, like, products, like a lot of different, like, Switch controllers, like, third-party stuff and whatever. And he seemed very real. You know, he's not afraid to say, like, this thing freaking sucks. So I've been really into that lately. And these descriptions are getting way too long, so let me wrap it up. Video Game Donkey makes incredibly funny video game videos. I highly recommend. It's hilarious. Spawn Wave, he does a lot of gaming news stuff, and he's really good with tech, so he can like take new consoles or like accessories and take them apart and say like, oh, this thing sucks, this button is terrible, it's gonna break or whatever. So it's really cool. He comes from a background of like tech repair stuff, so it's really cool to watch. I catch the occasional H3 podcast if it's something interesting enough, if it's a good subject or guest. Obviously I watch PewDiePie. He recently came back from a long break, and he seems just totally done with YouTube drama, which is hilarious. Max Mofo, I love watching him open Pokemon cards and stuff, and he was doing a playthrough of Pokemon Sword and Shield on his gaming channel too. That's a good one. The Cold Ones podcast, big fan of that. I literally could not watch the last one because they had Keemstar as a guest, and I really tried, but he's just so insufferable to me. Sorry. Really couldn't stand him just totally dominating every conversation and just having such annoying, loud opinions about everything. And that's the main stuff. Julian Solomita, love watching his cooking stuff. iDubbbz whenever he uploads, which is a rare occurrence. Jenna Marbles once in a while. And notice really not much Amberlyn or Foodie Beauty or any of that stuff at all. I really do not tune into any of that unless I'm thinking maybe I could like make a video on it or whatever. Totally not interesting to me in day to day. I don't keep up on it. I just wait for other people to just freak out about it for me to actually look it up. And now games. Obviously it's a slower thing because you have to buy the games and they take a long time or whatever. So let's see. For Christmas, I got Luigi's Mansion 3, Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, Donkey Kong Country, Skyrim for Switch. Yes, I had it on Xbox 360 and Xbox One, but I wanted it on Switch because it was portable. So I beat Luigi's Mansion 3. Incredible game. Highly recommend. Very, very well made. Very detailed. Everything's just very well done in it. Very cool. Really good. Haven't beaten Donkey Kong Country yet, but it is very enjoyable. It's probably one of the most fun 2D platformers ever made. And since then, I've been playing a lot of Mario Kart. We saw the Sonic movie a couple weeks ago, and that day, I realized there's a big sale on Sonic retro stuff on, I know it was on the Switch, it might have been on other stuff too, but I got Sonic Mania. It's kind of like a reboot of 2D Sonic, and they have a lot of throwbacks to the old classic levels, and they make a couple new levels in it, and it was very challenging. It was not easy, but at least they give you, you could save the game, unlike the first ones where you literally have to start at the beginning or whatever. If you get a game over, you just have to start at the beginning of the level. Each level has 2 acts and 2 bosses, a boss at the end of each act, and that can get a little frustrating because you can literally play for like 20-25 minutes or whatever and then get a game over and have to go all the way back. But it was like on the brink of being too challenging, like to not be fun anymore. But it's like basically you figure it out. Like if you can't figure out a boss and you keep dying, you figure it out like within like the second or third time if you can't then. So like it's nothing like horrible, like you're gonna spend a whole day trying to figure something out. So it was like on the brink of not being fun, but it was like just the right amount. So very challenging. I beat it. Very cool. Then Doom is having a huge sale. I don't know if it's still going on, but they had Doom 1 and 2 on sale for $1.50 on the Nintendo shop, and Doom 3 was $3. I already had Doom 1, and I haven't even played through the add-on stuff they did, but they did an update now, like the frame rate's much higher or whatever. It looks very cool, and they added a bunch of stuff on, which I haven't really gotten too into yet, but I decided to buy Doom 2 and Doom 3 because they're so cheap. I started playing Doom 3. Not great. I'm playing it because it's like such just like a casual, just, while you're watching something, just play some Doom 3. It's just like parts of it are so slow, and it's just still the same problem of just like, where am I supposed to go? This is literally a maze. This is not fun. I just want to like shoot stuff and progress. Obviously, the 2016 Doom was much better at that. The pacing, it's like the most incredibly paced first-person shooter Doom, the 2016 one, which means that Doom Eternal is going to be incredible when it comes out March 20th. but that's the same day as Animal Crossing. I'm going for Animal Crossing. Doom Eternal is going to be an incredible game, but I am not going to really have time to commit to it, and that's just a lot of money to be spending all at once. So yeah, I've been playing Doom 3. I recently downloaded Warframe. I played it a little bit on Xbox, back before Destiny came out, I think. But I downloaded Warframe on the Switch, and it's pretty good. It's free, by the way. It's pretty good for just a thing to just pick up and just play a little bit. Obviously, I'm not getting too deeply involved in it. I'm not going to spend any money in the game or whatever to get cool stuff or anything like that. But just pick up and just, play a quick level or whatever. Just screw around with something. It's fun to do. It's a fun little thing to pick up. But yeah, a lot of Mario Kart. And I started playing Zelda a little bit again, just casually. I put it in master mode just for a little challenge, just as a casual thing to play, not get too invested in. And it's crazy how much more sense everything makes when you put it in master mode. I found myself oh my god, I need to get a horse. I can't just go running around and just die whenever. So I got a horse right at the beginning, and then you take the path to Kakariko Village, and then you see things that you didn't see the first time because you're probably too busy just climbing a mountain and flying off of it or whatever, or trying to fill out the map or whatever. If you really stick to the paths, you experience things so much differently. I highly recommend. And Breath of the Wild I think it's literally the best game ever made. It's so well done, so I definitely recommend that. And so when March 20th comes along and Animal Crossing comes out, that'll just be my life. Oh yes, I can't forget to mention I've been playing New Leaf on my 3DS. Yeah, I've just been checking up on that old town, cleaning things up, just mentally preparing myself for New Horizons to come out. And yeah, I haven't really been playing too many PC games lately. Last thing I think was Doom 2016. Oh, and that was incredible, by the way. But I don't know, it's just been kind of light. Obviously, there's new console generation coming out, so every game is waiting for that. So when that comes around, the next holiday season, I'm thinking about upgrading my graphics card to something with ray tracing, because, I don't want to be left behind and have people with literal, game consoles that can outperform my PC. So I do have room. I don't think... Because the bottleneck right now is literally my graphics card. I can upgrade that and everything else will, still be good with it. So I think I'm going to go for that. Hopefully they get cheap around I don't know if they're going to get more expensive or cheaper around the time the next console gen comes out. But anyway, I'm rambling. What have you been watching? What have you been playing? What have you been watching on YouTube? What have you been watching on cable? Are you as bored with the usual YouTubers as I am and just looking for something less stressful to watch? Or what? Let me know. And guys, if you enjoy, please smash like. It really helps out. And thanks for listening. And I'll see you next time. WiLLo Davis, out.